Friday is the queen of the week. Woo! And I am your wonderful Friday. Friday, getting down on Friday. Call all my girlfriends, make sure I look good. Yeah, I am Lady Portia de Monte, and thank you for making me Queen Friday's Queen of the Week. So, you're probably looking at me, first of all, and going, what is she on, girls, that makes her look so fine? Well, I'm going to tell you, it's 13 years of experience, Botox, and lots of makeup. I don't care. My life goal is to be Joan Rivers by 40. I don't want to be able to blink. I want to have a spritzer to spritz my eyes, because I'll not be able to blink them. And whenever I sneeze, my eyes will pop up, or else my mouth opens. One of the two, definitely. Give you a little bit of a rundown on myself. 13 years I have been doing drag. I know that you probably think that I am only about 27, something like that there. Yes. Well, I have been around the world, and I can't find my baby. So, I shall start from the starting years. I started off doing a performing arts course at college, so very theatrical and dramatic. And it was absolutely no surprise that I turned out the way I did, because as a child of 6 years old, whenever all the little children would sing hymns and tell stories, I whipped upstairs, slipped into one of my sister's little outfits, rapped the living room door and was like, introduce me, introduce me. So I got myself introduced and ran in the living room, one of my sister's outfits, started doing Betty Boo. You can understand, my family nearly had took a stroke. But the one thing that I can say I'm very grateful for is that they were very supportive. I've had a wonderful, supportive family. So while I was doing performing arts, I realised that I could make money on the fun side of the bar. So my path kept crossing with a guy called Gordon Crawford, who is one of my long friends, who is actually Miss Trudy Scrumptious. So he was starting to do a bit of drag, then I came along and I started to do a bit of drag, and there was no drag scene in Belfast at this time. Now, there was a drag queen who's just celebrated her 40th year of doing drag. She was called Miss May, so hats off to Miss May. But there was no performing shows. So myself and Trudy, along with Tina, what we did was we started a Sunday show in a bar. Now, the downstairs of the bar, oh, somebody loves me. The downstairs of the bar had 9 people the week before we started. Our closing week, because we stayed there for 2 years, our closing week we had 430 people for our goodbye show. And basically what we did was we played play your cards, right? I don't know if you get that over in the States, but it's deck of cards, you have to guess higher or lower. But you know, gays, we like a little bit of innuendo, so we called it play your cards right. We worked there for, as I said, 2 years or so, a little bit of cabaret here and there, created a great following. Then we went our separate ways because we weren't getting very well treated by the bar. So as a collective, we up and left. And then we sort of went our separate ways for a few years, and then the main club in town, where I was starting to do little bits and pieces of work in, still, the big drag queen left. So she wasn't a performing drag queen, she was more a look. She left. And on a Sunday, what she did was a thing called bingo. And all she basically did was call out numbers, and that was it. So a girl, Tina, that I was talking about before, she did Sundays. And basically the entertainment's manager rang me up and said, listen, we're gonna do something new on a Sunday night. The bingo's not working. Do you mind doing 4 weeks at half pay? There's no budget basically to pay you, but it'll be 2 weeks of you and 2 weeks of Glitzy, who was another drag queen. And I says, well, at this time I was working in makeup. I used to be a counter manager for Benefit Cosmetics, and I went all around the UK and Ireland for them. So that's just a little by the by. So I said, right, okay, no problem, fine. So did that, and Tina and I got back together again, and we were on mic and we were chatting away and we were bitching and we were having a bit of crack, and it made it very enjoyable. So it started to build up a bit of pace. From that, then they decided to keep it going, and we got busier and busier. And I said, you know, to the owners, I said, you're missing out on a real trick, because if you bring Trudy round, you'll get to get back together our little troupe that we had. We were called the She Degrees, and you'll get back the She Degrees. And he got Trudy around and had a meeting with the owners. They said yes, of course, and the rest is history. So what happened? We were in a bar, part of the club. It got so busy again that it was actually illegal, the amount of people that they had in. They had to put in extra fire doors. They then moved us into a club room, and that again got really busy within itself. And we ended up moving, or they ended up building us this entire gorgeous stage, lovely dressing room, all around our show. So that was very exciting. So in there I did karaoke on a Thursday with Trudy. We did the karaoke couch, which was great fun. And we had two straight people meet at our gay karaoke and get married. And Trudy and I went to one of the weddings as a guest act and did our show that we did that this straight couple met at. So that was very exciting. And then the Sunday bingo show. So for a long time our troupe was great, and we toured all around the UK and Ireland, and having a great time. But unfortunately, you're never really totally appreciated at the time. And all I'll put it down to and say is artistic differences. I realised towards the end that I couldn't really go any further or do anything else more there, because just of the way circumstances were, and I left. So that was in August last year, so August 2011, and from that then I've gone out on my own. Now it's scary enough to go out on your own, because if you're used to regular money coming in and now you're out and about on your own, it can be tough going. But I've managed to secure myself work in Dublin, Belfast, and Derry, which is another part. So just so that you know that you've got, because I know this is going out in America, so the Ireland itself, Belfast at the top, Dublin is sort of down around the bottom. So it's from one end to the other, basically. So I work all around. In between times, I've done 3 series of my own drag chat show, which has been very exciting, called Lady Peace People. It goes out in Canada, North America, on a channel called Right Out TV or Outright TV. I always get them the wrong way round. It goes out in Belfast, Dublin. It's also online, so it's on Vimeo or Vimeo or something like that there. They put the shows up on that, so you can watch them there as well as Canada. I've also toured Canada doing shows and events. Oh, thought somebody was breaking in my back door. Oh, lucky me. And I've also got my own chat show on the radio as well, which is musical theatre. I'm like the Elaine Page. I don't know if you get her, but she's a West End star here. So I was like, I'll be the Elaine Page of Northern Ireland. And in between doing that, I play musical theatre songs. Everything from that, for example, like I'll play a musical theatre song and then I'll chat about polycystic ovaries. Whatever my girlfriends want to come on and chat about or plug, they're on my show. It's great crack. But unfortunately now that company have lost their funding and it's no more. The radio station is no more. So I'm looking to get back on the airwaves with something else. Started working loads now with my #1 chum, Bunny. So look out for Bunny on Facebook, YouTube, all that type of thing. He's amazing. His waist is literally that size. He tinies his waist down in corsets. He looks amazing. I'm working now quite a lot in Dublin. I do the Dublin Bingo Show with Shirley Temple Bar and all the girls. They are fabulous. It is one of the best gigs that I do. I work in Panty Bar in Dublin as well. So then I have lots of fun and exciting things that are happening at the minute. I'm working in a new bar where I'm doing karaoke on Friday nights, which is great. It's called the Fox's Den in Belfast. I also, at the minute, I'm doing, it's like buzzing around me, like a little fly-on-the-wall documentary of fun things. It's called Diaries of a Drag Queen, because evidently people think my life is quite exciting. Now, between you and I love my life. I really, really love it. I think it's great fun. I am glad I'm gay. I'm even gladder that I'm a drag queen. I have to give thanks, though, to my wonderful family who've always been so supportive. From mum, dad, my sister and brother, all my aunts and uncles and cousins. It's been wonderful. I don't really have a dramatic coming out story because I think it would have been more shocking if I had actually come out and said that I was straight. Do you know what I mean? Or that I'd got some girl pregnant. So that never happened. In the pipeline. So I'm just back from London, okay? Just back from London where I was screen testing for some more shows over there. Also happening in Dublin, I've got some, ooh, I'm not allowed to say, but I've got some really, really exciting news. So over the next few weeks of Queens of the Week, I'll be able to, once I'm allowed to release information, you girls will and guys will be the very first to know. I've also performed for members of the royal family and major sporting stars over here, like you're talking A-listers. And I've sort of done everything and anything. I have worked in small clubs, I've worked in big clubs, I've worked this part of Ireland to the very bottom of Ireland, because I'll just give you a wee bit of advice. No matter how big or how great you think you are never too good to take a small gig, because these people are like, no, I wouldn't do that. It's beneath me. It's not me. I wouldn't do it. I just want to walk on stage, get paid a fortune, and walk back off again. Honey, my entire life sometimes is in a suitcase. I'll pack a show, get on a bus, get on a train, drive somewhere, unpack the show, go home and do it again. That's how you get regular work. Don't ever be divas. It's always nice to be nice. But at the same hand, don't get walked over at the same time. I think that's been the secret of my longevity. I can work on the straight scene, on the gay scene. I got a 3-year gig, so it's a bit like your American Idol, but it's our version. It's and I did it in this club called the T Factor. So basically, I did a one-off gig as a wee favour, which led into me getting booked for the rest of that year. This is now my 3rd year of doing this particular event. It's a singing contest, which is great fun. So, great stuff coming up, which I'll keep you posted. My top tips are: be fun, friendly. If you're going to be alternative, you know, there is a catchment market. So try and soften your alternativeness, that you kind of appeal to everybody. Be nice. If you're going to be nasty and bitchy, be nasty and bitchy about yourself on stage. Save that, and other people will work into you. You sometimes find that there's some people can like a wee bit of Mickey taken out of them, or whatever. But you learn that very quickly. Don't deliberately try to offend people for the sake of offending people. I think that's my top tip. I don't take life too seriously. I don't take myself too seriously. I don't think you could do the job that I do and take yourself seriously. So let me know what you want me to chat about, what the crack is. Tip a type responses to this, and I'm all yours. So I'm really looking forward to being your European correspondent on Queen of the Week. Can I get a shout out for my girl on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? It's Lady P. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. If you want to know anything else about me, type to me, let me know, send me a video response, whatever. I'm up, I will chat about whatever. I have been almost kidnapped in drag. I have had a knife pulled on me at a private party. I have had my own stalker where I had to get the police. There's nothing that I haven't been there, done that, seen it, got the t-shirt. As I said before, I've worked with some of the biggest egotistical maniacs that you will ever meet in your life. And I'm still here, so let me know what you want to chat about. I love the small, fine details in life, because I got these gorgeous shoes, Kirk Geiger shoes, and I found nails to match, and I was like, what the hell? So this is what I'm doing tonight, getting ready for my gig tonight. Lots of fun things happening in the future, which you will be finding out as soon as I know. So all I've left me to say, it is Friday, we're getting down on Friday. Guys, I hope you have a wonderful time. I'm so excited about Queens of the Week. Girls, take it away. TTFN from Belfast, Ireland. Mwah!